Hey there, and welcome back to another DSC Unboxes at Dice Station Zebra. I'm Jocelyn,
And I'm Rob.
and we got another gift from our friends over at WizKids, which is the Warriors of Wakanda HeroClix 400,
Yeah.
which is something new and exciting that WizKids is releasing.
Yeah.
And we're going to unbox this for you today, and then stay tuned to the end so you can find out how you can win this exact copy of Warriors of Wakanda.
Absolutely. Okay, so Warriors of Wakanda, what is it?
It says, get ready for your next HeroClix skirmish with Marvel HeroClix 400 Warriors of Wakanda. HeroClix 400 is a great way to get a themed team of characters that are ready to battle right out of the box. Together, these figures add up to either a 300 or a 400 point team, so they are ready to take an opposing force of any size.
Nice.
This kit features some of Wakanda's
Fiercest.
fiercest warriors, like Black Panther, Killmonger, and M'Baku.
Hmm.
Utilizing powerful vibranium weaponry and channeling the power of the heart-shaped herb, defend the mystical and ancient land of Wakanda against any threat.
Excellent. Okay, well, so are we thinking that possibly the 400 point is an alternate format that might be happening at some point?
I feel like WizKids has alluded to that at past events.
Yeah.
And certainly Silver Age is a 400 point format, so
Yeah.
it's something that they could be considering. And I remember when you and I first started playing HeroClix, the local store we were at really played a lot of 400,
Yes.
right? It was
A lot
400.
of 400. There's M'Baku.
Yep.
I think these sculpts are all from the Black Panther set, right?
Yeah, the sculpts are
So
all duplicates.
they're pretty much all reused
Yeah.
sculpts.
Yeah.
And then we have T'Challa himself,
Mm-hmm.
the Black Panther. And then this is Killmonger.
That's right.
Yeah, I really like these sculpts. I'm not surprised they reused them because
Yeah.
they are cool. And then this is the Shuri Black Panther. That's really cool looking too.
Yep.
And then we have a few items here. We have a vibranium token,
Vibranium blocking terrain.
blocking
So
terrain. Sorry.
effect terrain.
Yeah, it is not a token, is it?
Yep.
And that is really cool because it's got like an iridescence.
Yeah, because tokens are slightly
To it.
different than the actual effect terrain.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I think these tokens, or sorry, these effect terrains, are the same ones that are in the Black Panther set. Same sculpts, definitely.
Same sculpt, same effects. We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
But different set numbers, which is
Yeah.
relevant.
Hmm.
So where do we want to start?
Well, let's go in order. How about BP001, which is Black Panther?
Black Panther.
Let's take
Up
a look.
here on the close-up.
Let's take a look at him.
Black Panther is BP001, as you just mentioned. It is the 400 set symbol. And he has the Wakanda team ability, which was recently created, and that gives him stealth. He has the keywords of Avengers, Defenders, Wakanda, Ruler, Scientist, and Warrior. And he has a trait, Bast's Blessing. At the beginning of the game, add 3 vibranium tokens to your sideline. Other friendly characters that share a keyword with Black Panther have the 400 set symbol. If they already have 400 printed on their base, modify their defense +1.
Okay, interesting.
There's a special defense power here, Reactive Strikes, which grants combat reflexes and super senses, 2 powers that I never want to see. Combined, especially when making close attacks. When an adjacent opposing character misses Black Panther, after resolutions deal 2 damage to that character. That's not penetrating, but it's still pretty good.
So with this, where it says other friendly characters that share a keyword with Black Panther have 400, but if they already have 400 printed on their base, you modify defense +1.
Yep.
Now we do know that there are other 400 sets
Coming.
to be released.
Hmm.
So if any of those figures share a keyword
That's right.
with Black Panther, you'd be boosting their defense.
And I think some of those keywords would very likely be in those upcoming sets.
I think so, because we've got Avengers, Scientist, Warrior. Those are very,
Yep.
yeah, those are all very common.
So as previously mentioned by the box, and read by me, 160 point starting lines.
Yeah.
So if you play all 4 of the characters, that's 100 points, but they also have various lines. There's
yeah.
4 characters, 100 points.
Yep.
Yep.
400 points, yep.
Yep. So you've got the starting click, and click number 1 gives you 9 clicks long for that 100 points. Charge blades, invulnerability, and a special damage power. You get the special defense power on the lower dial that starts at 60 points, where he starts with leap, climb, blades, that defense power we just talked about, combat reflexes and super senses, and outwit.
Hmm.
And then there's he gets the damage power again at the end of the dial. So the damage power is Tactical Genius, and it says Leadership Outwit. When Black Panther uses leadership and succeeds, after resolutions, he may remove an action token from a friendly character that shares a keyword with him. So basically, you use leadership normally. Somebody next to you that you can take a token off, you take a token off. And then you can take someone that shares a keyword with him anywhere on the map, and it's friendly that shares a keyword, but not another friendly. So that means that he could actually take it off himself. He could self-leadership, which is an effect we've seen a couple of times.
Good distinction on that, for sure.
When Black Panther rolls or re-rolls a single d6, you may remove any one vibranium token from your sideline, and if you do, re-roll that roll.
Yeah, that's good. So if you really need to get a token off somebody,
you
might have more chances than just the one.
All right, so let's pull up here and get Shuri on camera.
Take number 2, Shuri.
And Rob, why don't you give that a read?
This is, she has the keywords of Wakanda and Herald, Mystical, Ruler, Scientist, Warrior. She does have that is the Wakanda team ability. The trait is Princess of Wakanda. At the beginning of the game, you add 2 vibranium tokens to your sideline. Special defense power, Bleeding Edge Mantle. That grants super senses. When Black Panther uses it and succeeds after resolutions, add a vibranium token to your sideline. And of course, she has 100 and also the 60-point starting lines. 4 range, 2 targets, starting with hypersonic on whatever dial you choose, whatever point line you wanna start at. And let's see what's on the back, because I think we have a special damage power.
Yeah, that she starts with on both starting lines as well.
So this is Rapid Innovation, and it grants Exploit, Weakness, and Perplex. When Black Panther uses Perplex to target a friendly character, you may remove any one vibranium token from your sideline. If you do, after resolutions, place the targeted character up to 4 squares away from their current square. Now, you can target yourself with Perplex, which means she could place herself 4 squares away.
She could, if she removes the vibranium token.
If she removes the token. And that, I mean, her hypersonic speed was only 5.
Yeah.
So at least this gets you 4 squares. You could move in, attack with a close, and then, perplex herself away. But why would, unless you're perplexing your defense, right? That would be the only way that would make sense.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on how you work. Like, you could also perplex your attack and then place yourself 4 squares, and then you could do your hypersonic, and then that's going to give you some options, right?
Yeah.
So,
all right. Shall we move to the next figure?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, okay.
Let's get Killmonger up here.
Yeah. And he is number 3 in the set.
And Killmonger is a symbiote, Wakanda, soldier, and warrior with the Wakanda team ability again. We've got 2 traits here on the front. We've got repeated resurrections. When Killmonger would be KO'd, you may remove any 3 vibranium tokens from your sideline. If you do, instead turn him to click number 7, and that is Protected Pulse Wave. We're going to need to talk about vibranium tokens pretty soon, Rob.
I think so.
Ruthless Exploitation. When Killmonger hits after resolutions, add a vibranium token to your sideline. If an opposing character was KO'd by the attack, add 2 vibranium tokens instead. He has 100-point or 60-point lines, 5 range single target. On his top dial, he starts with Running Shot, Energy Explosion, Toughness, and a special damage power, which will be on the back. And on his lower dial, he starts with Charge Blades, Combat Reflexes, and Range Combat Expert, which is kind of a weird combo.
Yeah, it's all close combat
but
until you get to Range Combat Expert.
Maybe there's a reason.
Gives them some versatility.
The special damage power is Charismatic Rebel, Leadership and Probability Control, and your opponent's action total can't be increased.
Yeah.
So that means if your opponent has leadership, they don't get to increase their action total.
That's really cool.
Which is really, really cool.
Unfortunately, I think with his point values and where that special damage power lies on the dial, I don't think we'd see this guy in meta, but it is a very cool power that people would probably like to see in meta.
I don't think you're putting 100 points on your team just for this. He's a little bit too squishy, even with that resurrection power. And I mean, you could support him after he's been resurrected. So you put him on click 7, then you start supporting him up. But that's a lot of a point investment.
Absolutely. Shall we look at M'Baku?
Let's do it.
Okay.
There's M'Baku there. And let's get his card up right there. And it's over to you.
M'Baku also has the Wakanda team ability. He has the keywords of Masters of Evil, Wakanda, Ruler, Warrior. And we have the trait Vibranium Stockpile. At the beginning of the game, you add 2 Vibranium tokens to your sideline. So you can see that if you start with enough of these figures with starting vibranium tokens, you can start with quite a bit. The special move power is the avatar of, oh boy, Gekri?
I'd go with it.
Sure. Hypersonic speed. When M'Baku uses it before beginning either move, you may remove any one vibranium token from your sideline. If you do, place M'Baku in a square of hindering terrain up to 4 squares away from his current square.
So just like Shuri.
That's pretty neat. I like it. He has no range value, only 1 bolt. We have 160 point starting lines. And it looks like we have a special defense power that we need to look at.
Flip him over.
And it looks like he starts with Battle Fury as well, which is fun.
Can't be carried, but can't be mind controlled.
The special defense power is Jabari Pride, granting Impervious. If M'Baku is on a Wakanda themed team, he can reduce penetrating damage. Okay, that is awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, love that.
Because we did get lots of Wakanda in the Black Panther set.
I think if I was playing a Wakanda themed team, I might be tempted to play this guy at 60 points.
Yeah.
Because if he can reduce penetrating, yeah.
Not till click number 7.
Not until click 7. That's okay though, because then he's got steel energy.
Yeah.
I think this guy's cool.
It's doable. So let's go to the vibranium token, Rob, since we've been talking a lot about vibranium here.
Let's take a look at the vibranium.
But before we look at the vibranium, the back side of it says vibranium token.
Yeah.
So you saw a lot of these in the Black Panther set, and they've brought them back here. So some people might remember that you only get 2 sideline spots for each 100 points of your build. So in 400 points, you would normally only have 8 sideline spots. The reason these all say at the beginning of the game is because once the game starts, there's no limit to your sideline.
Right.
So you can just stockpile as much vibranium as you want. And that's how you would represent it, usually with a die on top of it or something like that.
Yep.
But this is vibranium blocking terrain, and it's effect terrain. We know that because it's got the little mountain symbol on it. And it's from the 400 set. And it has the effect that when vibranium would be destroyed by another effect, if it's on the map, instead roll a d6. On a 1 or a 2, you destroy vibranium and add a vibranium token to the active player's sideline. On a 3 through 6, you add vibranium token to the active player's sideline. So basically, what's happening here is if you roll too low, 1 or 2, it's done.
Yeah.
You get a vibranium, but then it's destroyed.
Yeah, this piece gets destroyed.
And you can't continue to mine it.
I believe it becomes hindering, or do we know about that yet?
It would become hindering. Yeah. And then if you get a 3 through 6, then you get to keep sort of mining vibranium is the idea. So that's pretty cool. Now, the effect of this terrain is the same as the one that's in the Black Panther set.
It is.
But it has a different set number. And effect terrain is all considered unique, but because this has a different set number, check with your judge, but you might be able to run 2 of them.
Yeah.
Right? And check the comprehensive rules. So
if you can run more than 1 piece of effect terrain?
Yeah. If you can run more than a piece of one, in fact, because each effect terrain is unique, so having one that has the 400 symbol and then one that has the Black Panther set symbol could make a difference.
Yeah.
So,
shall we take a look at the heart-shaped herb?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Heart-shaped herb.
So this one, it's hindering terrain, and it's got the green and white hashed line around it, of course. The effect is at the end of each player's turn, heal any characters friendly to that player, occupying or adjacent to heart-shaped herb, 1 click.
Yep.
And we've got the stats there at the bottom.
And then on the back, it's just got the same information.
Yep.
So.
Awesome.
So yeah, so that's the heart-shaped herb. And again, that has the same effect as the one that's in the Black Panther set, but a different set number. So again, check with your judge and confirm with your local comprehensive rules on the WizKids website.
Yeah, so that is the Warriors of Wakanda set.
It is.
And you can win this set if you come over to our patreon.com dicestationzebra page and join us at the $5 tier. Your name will be entered into the draw for this. And you would have to be a member of our the $5 tier in good standing as of April 5th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m.
That's right, Eastern Standard Time.
Yep, and
I guess Eastern Daylight Time.
Yeah, and we would be any names that are there, we will compile them. We will draw a name. We'll draw a winner, and on April 6th, we will put that information out there. We'll have a video, and we will contact you directly to let you know
absolutely
that you won.
Yeah, and join us on all the socials, and please share this video with your friends because they might want a Warriors of Wakanda set of their own, and they might
That's
want to
right.
join the Patreon. And this is a great way to get new players into the game because it's a ready-made team that's designed to work together.
Absolutely. And with that, we want to once again thank WizKids for sending this and giving us the opportunity to unbox it and show it to you. And we'll wish you all good luck in the draw, and we'll say bye for now. See ya.
Bye.